In this video, I'll be progressively downgrading my country until Cook Islands. Without further ado, let's start the video. I start off by looking for countries to justify on, and I eventually justify on Cyprus. Then, I get some policies, I select my biggest cities, and I make electronics factories. From there, I remove my ignore safety regulations policy and equip my advanced research bureau, along with some technology. I of course also start trading. Feeling overwhelmed with the new changes, I decided to check out the updates tab. Now selling electronics to countries while invading Cyprus. I disband most of my troops after I defeat Cyprus. I keep some just so I don't look like I don't have any troops. I'm going to start off the game neutral, and I don't want to get invaded. Hence I leave my troops so I don't look weak. After some more early game shenanigans, I decided to try to scam some players. I need money, if you guys didn't know. I'm not actually technically scamming them, but it just costs a lot of money for them, and it makes me a lot of profit, so yeah. After making a solid economy that definitely is not collapsing in on itself as we speak, I decided to invest. With investments, you can make your country gain a lot more population growth, and factory output, and other things. Whether it's instant infrastructure or develop city spawn, or sometimes you can instantly build a shipyard or airport with it. Investments are mostly good because of their population growth for late game, or just if you have money and resources and you want your population to go up and stuff, and yeah. And when Israel heard about my intense, extreme, overpowered investment strategies, they had to take me down before I become too strong. However, I've already became too strong, as this war proves it. I have way more and way stronger infantry and tank units than Israel. How did I even think this is a good idea? To be fair, they probably thought I had less because I split all of my tank units right as the war started, but still, a country that has been sitting here and developing for 4 years, do you not think it'll be stronger? Being confident that I can actually win this war, I sent through all of my units into Israel. This proved to be a mistake, but thankfully I can recover as I have a lot of manpower and money. Israel was not happy about what I did to them, while others laughed at him, rightfully so. With Israel's brain cells slowly disappearing as he's fighting this war, because he doesn't understand how this game works, he's making up propaganda that he actually won the war. How fun. Israel had all of this land, and they still lost. How? I don't understand. I actually don't understand. Oh shit. I don't know. Oh my. At the time, I had like 10 corruption. A lot of them were corrupt. With one button press, I just destroyed all of my country. Or did I? After fixing my corruption, I decided to colonize into my own continent. I kinda forgot I was an African country, not gonna lie. The reason I wanted to go down here in the first place is because I wanted to take out the Democratic Republic of the Congo. They have taken out South Africa, which has aided me $50 million. And that's enough to make me invade a country. They declared war on me before I did to them. Why? I just found on them a few months after South Africa has been annexed, and I wanted to take revenge, but it took so long that by the time I invade a country, they have been ready. And now they're bombing me, let's go. But to be ready or to not be ready, I'm still doing a lot of damage. But because it takes 69 days to cross the goddamn ocean to them, they can push back before I even send my troops down there. So it was a good thing to scorch their cities. After finishing off the Congos, I decided to go to war with their ally, but after I just fight on them, they left for some unknown reasons. Maybe they had to go, or maybe they were threatened with my army, but we'll never know why. Anyway, look at this very cool military maneuver across the ocean to France, because I want to invade France. Not because I'm racist, but because they own a singular Syrian city. Wait, no, it was probably for a different reason. But anyway, I think I could have killed France whether or not they were in AI or not. Like, they were just doing nothing when they were here. I think I actually forgot why they left or whatever, but yeah. With France being gone from this map, which by the way is a very much better map, racism aside, I'm joking, jokes aside, that pretty much concludes the entire game. Now I'm moving on to the country of Spain. Yeah, Spain. Also my game is in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, but some words should still be kind of similar. Like conquista, which is conquest. Thankfully, the icons for the bosses actually help, so I know what to choose. Unlike last game where I sat here and did nothing, I'm gonna attack everyone I see. Wow, that's cool, but I am not even ready. Like, I just fight on France before I even made tanks. Do you think I'll win the war? You may not need to think for this one, or maybe you do. After drastically improving the map of Europe, I just had to improve it even better. You see, there's Germany, right? And Germany, they kind of look like they're made out of money. Not really, never mind, but you know what I should mind? The 4,000 tanks in Paris. Okay, so it looks like I'm destroying Germany's tanks a bit. I've taken over their big cities, actually scorched them as well. I'm gonna make more tanks so I can kill them even more. I'm actually gonna retake the big cities now, but that's okay. They're actually kicking me out of Germany, that's not good. If I just get rid of their tanks, I guess it's gonna be okay. Germany is burning all the cities they take, but I can't really be mad because I did the same thing to them, but like, yeah. Half of France is scorched, that's crazy. I'm now gonna be changing Germany's color. In 3, 2, 1, yeah, no, I may have done some off-camera invading. Well, I might have went through 18 economic crashes in those wars. It was worth it. It really was. Honestly, I kind of want to form the Iberian Union, so I'm sorry, Portugal. You were a great ally. No, you were not, but yeah, I mean, you were actually. But you know who isn't great and also not an ally? Sweden. Best part, I did this while my game was in Spanish. And at midnight, but we don't talk about that. Alright, now I'm playing as Poland. The last Poland game I played, I actually got destroyed. So I'm not gonna show that one. I'm gonna make some factories. I think I have an idea for this one. So I'm gonna go adaptability and I'm gonna make some troops near the German border in case they want to go to war with me. And then I'll make some groups. I'm moving my troops into Austria because 1, I allied them, and 2, so I can like attack their Rhineland. Maybe easier, I don't know. We'll see. So Germany is invading the Czech Republic, which is not very cool of them. So I'm just gonna... Okay, so I'm attacking Germany and I'm trying to take their capital. Bro, come on, die already, bruh! Alright, finally! I think I can take the capital now, hopefully. Or is Germany gonna... Yeah, okay, well, fuck. I forgot that I had troops in Belgium! Well, at least I could do this now. 5 seconds later, and I'm now the proud owner of Germany. Did you guys know you can actually do this with AIs? How it works is that, like, let's say you took 50 cities of a country. Well, that means you could actually take 5 cities from them if you just clear selection and select 5 cities. It's actually really, like, useful if you, for some reason, don't want to take all of the country. I'm currently colonizing Africa because it's a really good country. Wait, no! Oh my... Like I was trying to say, Africa is actually a very good continent. It has a lot of resources, and you can get a lot of population and stuff, so... I mean, I feel like invading Nigeria now. Last time I invaded Nigeria, they gave up. This time, they're not giving up this easily. Yeah, so the game froze and my troops, they can't move. That's nice. Anyway, back to the war. But as you might think I'm starting to lose, I'm actually pushing back. To the point that the United States had to join. Yeah, I ended up piecing out South Africa. At this point, I have to be winning. I've pushed them back a lot and they're just hiding at their capital. I've eventually won the war. Since there's no one really to invade because I'm allied with everyone, and by everyone I mean the 2 other people in the server, I invaded India. Let's go! So I left as there's nothing else to do. Alright guys, now I'm playing as Bulgaria, and the last game I played, it didn't go well. So I'm gonna start off by invading Kosovo and Montenegro. Then we're gonna take over Macedonia, and you might notice, Albania is a player, so I'm gonna have to go to war with them. I declared war on Albania. I'm charging my troops into their capital. Let's see what's gonna happen. After a long fight, my infantry units have won the war. Well, battle, you know what I mean. Although, it does look like I'm winning the war, so I'm about to take their capital. And I took their capital. And then magically Serbia and Croatia appeared in my hands. And now more of Europe, let's go. So I have a lot of planes and tanks and stuff. Or well, what it looks like. I want to make myself look strong so I don't get invaded because I'm really weak. Kinda. If I had manpower, I would be very strong. Sun Tzu, Art of War. You must appear strong when you are weak, and you must appear weak when you are strong. So, I was in this situation. Russia wanted to invade me. They wanted to invade me and take my land. They see me as an opportunity to get more land and to expand their empire and then potentially move on to Greece. I had my mountains protecting me right here and a lot of Balkan mountainous hilly areas. But was it enough? Or will I and my ally end up in this situation where nothing is possible anymore? Continue watching to find out what happens because, yes. I forced the United States to give me aid. That's when I see a magic trick, boom, I'm dead. Not really, because from nowhere, everyone started aiding me. Huh, this reminds me of what's happening to Ukraine right now. The US gives me money, I have it, I don't do anything with it, I lose the war. Just kidding, that's not what happened. I actually drastically make a comeback, mostly because of the Akkadian Empire, who invades Russia. With the help of mostly the United States and some other countries, I will now mobilize my military further into Russia. Well, the Akkadian Empire could have stolen it from me, but not really because they actually helped me, so they actually prevented me from dying, but you get it, not really. It's like World War II where Germany takes over Russia, just without Russia coming back and, you know, killing Germany. From here, nothing interesting happens. Alright, now I'm playing Armenia, and I just took over Georgia. Let's go. I'm gonna try to form Transcaucasia. It'll core all of my cities and remove the unrest, and it's gonna be really good for my country. Anyway, now I've now transformed into Transcaucasia. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Guys, guess what country I'm gonna invade next? Is it A, Turkey, B, Iran, C, Russia, or D, America? If you trust any of the answers, you're wrong because I lied. It's actually gonna be Moldova. Oh wait, Ukraine's invading that. Oh well, I'll take it then. Haha, now they cannot form the Kievan Rus. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, I accidentally pressed some buttons on my keyboard and I suddenly have invaded Romania and a little bit of Bulgaria. Let's go. For some strange reason, Luxembourg declared war on me, but not Ukraine. Okay. Guys, make sure to comment down below where on the spectrum you are. Also, how the fuck are Luxembourg's tanks so fast? Anyway, so Ukraine pretended to be Russia, and they invaded me. That's pretty cool. Saying that Ukraine invading me is like saying that the war in Ukraine is a special military operation. Luxembourg has taken most of my land, not Ukraine. Well, I mean it doesn't matter because Luxembourg thinks they're the next Russia. And both aren't Russia. The main reason I won is because of the Inca Empire aiding me money and manpower for some reason. I swear, this happens like every video, probably. Alright, so some unspeakable things happen in my country called a war. Let's go. Also, Russia now thinks they're the main character, which they clearly aren't, because I am the main character. I am more important than them. In this video at least, not in life. I might as well change my channel name to Lazy RN because I just cut out a few minutes of the war that was actually interesting and I'm not bothered to edit it. Let's go. Also kinda crazy I took Russia's capital like that. Without Inca's help, I wouldn't have been able to survive really. And I'm now looking back and realizing that 1, I should have researched political power gain, and 2, I should have went for fascism. Because my military upkeep was quite high sometimes, which caused my income to drop down. So in the future, I will go for fascism and do that, because yeah. Anyway, what you're currently looking at right now is a meat grinder, or I guess my military is shutting Russia, so yeah, that's... Something really bad happened. So you know how my ally Greece, well, exists? The thing is, I have simply 8,000 tanks and they're going for Russia, but... I'm done, bro. I become really mad to the point where I change my skin color, country name and identity. And then I violate the game's rules by invading Russia. Well, not really. They thought that I changed my nation, but what I did is actually change my country's name by forming. They probably didn't realize I formed, and they thought I was breaking a rule by switching countries and invading them, called Revenge War. But that's not really the case. Same country, just different kingdom. I always thought I was just but this guy proves to be the most. He's not, he's just confused. Like seriously, how? He's the same player, my capital is in the same spot, my country is the same color. I don't understand. Anyway, it's time to become the new Russia. Actually, I would not want to be Russia, so time to become the new dominant power in the region. Anyway, I have a problem. 600 million in debt. But I have manpower. So unless there's like an IMF flow, oh, well, that just saved me. I genuinely thought I was gonna die. Anyway, so now I'm moving my troops up to their country and I have an idea. My troops can easily survive in the mountains as I've seen before. So I noticed they have the Ural Mountains, so I'm gonna just go there. Anyway, so an added fortification, because like what is the chance they have bunker buster? Which basically means like they can destroy for, you know, you guys know what that does. First, I'm not gonna just sit here and camp because like why the hell would I just be here? So I'm gonna move my troops away. The reason I'm invading Egypt is to get their canal, but why would I need to close the canal from other countries? That's because China is out of the war and they might invade me through there. But little did I know, China outsmarted me, but I also outsmarted them with my mountains. I mean, Russia's mountains, but you get it. After China saw me obliterate their troops into smithereens, they were running for their life. But the thing is, my troops are actually weaker when they're not in the fort and mountain, so... Why should you be scared of my troops? Why should you be scared? Why should you be... Look at this cool move Russia pulled on me. Wow, that's so smart, and I don't care, because I killed them anyway. So that's pretty much it. I kind of just survived, one way or another. Anyway, moving on to Kosovo. Wait, what's it? Guys, I think my game glitched. I don't see any, Right, well, I guess I'll just start off by, doing this. Do I ally Greece, but, like, I don't know. That would be kind of bad, actually, if I went to do that. And don't you dare steal that one city, what the hell? I don't have any ports now because of that. Naples can form King of the Two Sicilies, which requires Sicily. Well, dang. Shit. Don't move. Oh god. For a military operation, so that's not gonna be the... What the fuck? Guys? Forget the war. What the actual fuck? I never seen this happen before. Whoa. Okay, well, yeah, I accept. I feel like lava shroom. Who the fuck are you? Okay, so lava shroom. Alright, so this guy, I just sent him a friend request and I followed him. But this guy plays Garden. Like I don't understand. Like, is it just per like person? Just hyper and randomly give random people like the weird alliance request. Alright, so I have a crazy theory. What if this is actually Hypebrand's alt account, and he joins random servers and actually like sends friend requests to random people? It's just a theory. A Rise of Nations theory. Now Bhutan. Bhutan is a country between India and China, which is, if we didn't know, hard to invade. Just like me, I'm also hard to invade because I have mountains. But that's not exactly gonna save me. The only countries I can invade really is Bhutan, no, Bangladesh, and Nepal. But I'm sure it's gonna be fun, right? Starting off, I made the troops and I'm actually gonna go massed attack. This time though. And I'm gonna see if I can actually pull this off. The thing about small countries is that you can actually put up your spending quite a bit, and you're not gonna be like using too much money, so that's a W. Guys, this is the best way to trade. 176. They're actually accepting it, no way. I would say my economy is good enough, because I traded my electronics late and stuff. Also, how do doctrines even work? Yes, a player with 8 million XP and over 1,000 hours in this game. He is asking this. Like, did the effects like combine, or like is the one you clicked on the effects you're getting? Like, I'm guessing it's, I don't know. So this is one mission I need to form, and it requires 3 cities of India. At first I thought they were gonna give it to me, but what they did is quite unexpected actually. Or is it? Yeah, so they just invaded me. Like, fair enough, I wouldn't give up some of my land to a fucking mountain. Like, why would you do that? Anyway, now we can look at a superpower country invading the country equivalent of Mount Everest. Mainly because it is Mount Everest. And it does look like they're invading Nepal now, which I just got. Also, for some reason, people really supported the war and they were aiding me money. Like, in this war, you'll see a lot of people aiding me money, a lot of money, and manpower. I genuinely don't understand why people were aiding me. Like, usually when I ask for manpower or money, people might do it. But in this situation, I don't even need to say a singular word, and people are like, here's money, here's manpower, here's more manpower, here's more manpower, here's more manpower, here's more manpower. Also, I accidentally skipped too far ahead, and now I own India and make a tiny amount of money. So, anyway, now that's done. Let's move on to Sri Lanka. I mean St. Lucia. I meant St. Lucia. Alright, so now I'm playing St. Lucia. Why am I about to laugh? I'm gonna start off by trying to form my formable, which I forgot what it was as I recorded this. I'm actually about to laugh, I have no idea why. Oh yeah, I know I was laughing. I made a joke that I was gonna die if I don't get my country. Anyway, I'm now at war with Martinique. And I took them pretty easily, I guess. And then I decided, shut the fuck up, I'm recording. Stop meowing. Stop. What do you want? It doesn't want anything. Okay. No, actually, I'm editing, by the way. But same thing, you know. I'm narrating. After making a ton of money, now I need some population for manpower. For power. Why? For fun. Hotel. Chicago. War. Yeah, and it's gonna happen. One of my favorite cities in the game is just called Bull, which is why I now own it, and soon I'll own all of it. I mean all of Sierra Leone, I don't know. Anyway, this is footage of me invading Sierra Leone because I truly do not understand what to say right now. I have nothing interesting to say, so I'm gonna keep yapping to increase the watch time of this video and make it boring. No, okay, I'm gonna shut up now. I have nothing interesting to say about this country other than why are they not united? Senegal and Gambia, I mean, I know there's some political reasons probably or something. I mean, I don't know about these two countries that much, so why are they not united? You know, I mean, they border each other, that's close enough. I mean, it's like Ukraine and Russia, they should unite along with Russia and China, United States and Canada and Mexico, then United States and Russia, then United States and all of Asia, then Japan, and all of Europe. Hear me out. Finland should unite with Switzerland. That would be a W combo, bro. They would be the best country on earth. Wait till you hear this. Eswatini and Malawi. Oh my god, bro, that'd be crazy. What about New Zealand and Central African Republic? I cannot just believe I just said that. Was so like such a W, bro. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Let's go back to the video. Anyway, because the European countries are role-playing invading Africa until there's nothing left, I'm gonna join in before they take all of it. Probably. I don't know. You'll see what I'll do in this next clip. I'm currently protecting myself from Spain and other countries, because anyway, I'm also still invading Venezuela because I was gonna steal it from Colombia, but Colombia never took it, so I couldn't steal it. I had to take it myself. Fair enough, actually. I guess, I don't know. Guys, look, wow, my country has expanded by one country. I'm sure that's good. I have no idea what to say right now. Dude, this game I played is so fucking boring. I have not invaded anyone the entire fucking game. And I still have no idea what to say, but this is boring. The reason why, because, yeah, Nigeria and South Africa were scared of me, and China, I don't know, but when we went to war, all of their fear was for nothing, because they absolutely fucking decimated me, like, oh my fucking god, how can I be this fucking bad at the game? I fucking noticed that I want to kill them, and no, I don't know actually, but like, what the oh, I just came mad that I actually won the war. Technically, because the 3 cities I took now connects my colonies. Let's go, I achieved my plan and goal. Connecting my colonies. I'm gonna be laughing even more. I'm gonna have to record a video of Cook Islands video, which I'm guessing is gonna be a world conquest. Cook Islands. Normally, I wouldn't show the failed attempt, but something interesting happened. It's something you wouldn't expect. I guarantee you would not guess what this is unless you've seen it before. So I was playing, and then suddenly Antarctica sent me a trade request. It might seem normal at first, you know, it's just a trade. But what happens next is shocking. Okay, let's get to the point. When I click on the request, it says, okay, let's forget about what just happened and let's keep playing. What if this happens again? It's not though. It would happen again. It's not gonna happen again. It's not, right? Right? You know, I'm schizophrenic. So for this game, I'm gonna go mass attack, and it actually worked out way better than I thought, because I had a lot of manpower. No shit, that's what mass attack is. Oh my god, really? I just figured something out. I'm currently puppeting people so I can get their money, and it actually ended up working on 2 people, which essentially just made me have a starting income. There's no need for electronics or consumer factories. All I need is their economies. Worst part, they're dragged into every war I enter. Imagine being at war with like Tuvalu in 2019. Anyway, with some very extreme encirclement patterns and techniques, I managed to take down this island. And right as I was about to start a new war, I realized I can form already. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. It only gives like a few stability points, but I mean, that's fine, right? Look at this cool pattern I just drew with my infantry. That's besides the point, because this video is so long. It's like what, 30 minutes? I hope it's not 40 or 50 or 60. No, I know it's not gonna be any more than 40 or 35 or 32. There's an ambulance outside. Is this a warning? Whatever that was, it was actually an ambulance for my troops, because they all fucking died in New Caledonia, or whatever the country is called. I don't know, I already forgot. It's like, I don't know. Bro, the AI in this game is becoming better. Or you could say worse, but by better, it's staying still and not moving to kill your troops. AI learning is no longer a thing. I found something really scary with the AI, but that was later in the video, so yeah. The AI used a naval unit to chase after one of my infantry units. But you'll see that later. Anyway, something very annoying happened, and Japan is stealing Australia from me. I will make Japan relive 9/11. Wait, no, that's the wrong country. Bro, Japan is taking way too much land. Bro. That's why I'm hitting my desk. I have nothing to say for this one. I just formed the Oceanic Union after, getting land from them. Japan released all. I have to take all land, including Australia. But I cut out. I think I just lost a few brain cells while making this entire video. Anyway, this is a live footage of me committing the world's worst war crime. Invading Taiwan. Taiwan is a player. By the way, I just found on Taiwan after they joined, not before they joined. No. And for some reason, Taiwan that just joined was really mad that I invaded them. Dog, you just joined, just leave, join a new server. This guy is rage baiting so hard. Like, yeah, I know I invaded him after he... Like, yeah, I'm aware he joined and I invaded him. That's pretty annoying, but come on, just leave. Leave the fucking game, you fucking... This is the longest duration I've not spoken in this video. Why did this war start? This is all because of Taiwan. All because of Taiwan. Taiwan is not a real country. Taiwan is a part of China. Taiwan is a part of China. Taiwan is not a country. I'll make a video of me just saying that, I swear. This video is already so long, I don't think I need to just stretch it out even more by including everything that happens in this war. So I landed in Brazil twice, but failed both times, mainly because of white peace. The war is over. My country is destroyed. The video has ended.